After teaching high school social studies for 7 years, Jason Gosselin decided the time had come to create a generation of genuinely educated students able to handle the future of the United States. The beginning was rough, to say the least.
Describe the theory of civic virtue.
Africa? The theory of civic virtue.
True or false? John Adams helped write the Constitution.
Oh, false. No, true.
What amendment granted women the right to vote?
47th.
What is classical republicanism?
That's when you're Republican, but you dress like in traditional clothing.
What?
What is gerrymandering?
That is a good question.
Who is Thomas Hobbes?
President.
What does Article 4, Section 2 of the Constitution state?
That.
What is a social contract?
Well, it's a contract dealing with social stuff.
Who was Publius?
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 What rights are protected by the Fourth Amendment?
The right to bear children?
However, Mr. Gosselin had a dream. During the past summer, he attended a conference at Mount Pillier, the former home of James Madison. The conference served to educate teachers on a new curriculum, We the People. We the People is a program designed to educate students on the Constitution. It's not merely a class drilling students on the contents of the Constitution, but everything that went into it and later came out of it. The We the People program includes 2 contests, one at the state level and one at the national level. Both competitions consist of a prepared 4-minute answer to a Constitution-based question, followed by a 6-minute question and answer session. After much hard work and studying, Mr. Gosselin's class of AP government students became one full of educated Americans.
The biggest reason the delegates had agreed to come to the Philadelphia Convention was to address their concerns about abuses the state governments were committing. With the amounts of power the states were given under the Articles of Confederation, they were afraid of the state governments infringing on each other's rights, and thus the rights of the people they govern.
Hamilton agreed that the nature of the executive would be the most controversial part of the new Constitution. In Federalist 67 he wrote, "There is hardly any part of the system which could have been attended with greater difficulty."
The average citizen can no longer translate for themselves what information is or is not relevant. This is a public problem, as without civil discourse, the public could not get across their concerns or solutions for everyday issues.
Finally, on November 18th, Mr. Gosselin and his team of 14 students traveled to West High in Iowa City and competed for the much-vaunted title of state champions. After fierce rounds of discussion and judging, Clear Creek Amana was named the 2011 and 2012 state representatives from Iowa. Now, Mr. Gosselin and his students have to start that grueling research process all over again so that they can compete at nationals in Washington, D.C. Now, the team must raise $27,000 by April 2012 to fund their trip.
That's why we're asking you,
As a resident of Iowa,
to help fund a new generation of
Educated Americans.
there's only so much we can do on our own.
We'll never reach our goal without the support of our fellow Iowans.
like you
If we make our goal, we'll have the most amazing opportunity.
to attend nationals.
We will stay in Washington, D.C.
And repeat the same process as state.
But at a much higher level.
We will present our arguments in the Chamber of Congress.
Should be judged by the academic and judicial elite.
Past judges include
Jason Snyder.
Chief of Staff of the U.S. Department of Education.
and Frederick S. Ansel, a council member of the
U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee.
Asking you, as a fellow citizen of the United States
and as a resident of the state of Iowa,
To support our academic adventure.
Towards civic virtue and responsibility.
Help us show everyone why Iowa's first in the nation.